Yeah, I know. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Karen's. Welcome to my stream, my nightly stream. And from here, I'm going to. I'm going to update you on several things as well as some other things, and then we're going to do I'm also going to be doing some and then we're going to do some Genshin and the like. But right now, yes, we've moved from my bedroom to the family room so that way I'm not going completely out and then coming back in to my room, but also I have a table that can move up and down. I gotta get some stuff off of it, but and if I have to, I'll move it to where I can have it oh, what do you call it? Yeah. Anyway, today what I'm going to be basically doing, I did go see my dad. He does not look good. He complained about his stomach. He felt like he wanted to go to the bathroom, but he felt like he needed to go, even though I had to remind him he couldn't stand up. Oh, that's right. I'm not sure he's going to last through the night. I may just call them to see before. He also asked me to contact his sister. I did get a note on my car from our next door neighbor, and I've got to contact him as well. And I do also want to take a shower tomorrow. But in any case, I hope he does last through the night. I know it's scary right now for me, but in any case, he was glad that I was there. He was scared that I was in an accident. When I told him what had happened yesterday, he smiled and said, I knew you had to do some errands. So anywho, so what's happening is that, right now is he's, it doesn't look good, but I think it'll be, once he gets whatever it is that's making him that way out of his system, then maybe he can feel better. He didn't have much of an appetite. He did eat lunch afterwards. I came this close of getting his, what do you call it? How do you call it? Anyway, so he's not doing well. But I was going to call his sister, but but I thought, well, it's getting late and I don't know what time she goes to bed. I can do it tomorrow. But in any case, so that's exactly what's going on right now. And in the meantime, if I start crying, just excuse me. Because it's an emotional roller coaster right now. After he fell and I had to go to the hospital and then everything changed, I knew that, oh boy, how much longer? And this is something I have to think about. And if it is, it'll be my first time living on my own. And that's going to be scary in itself because I will be living on my own. But in the meantime, we do take care of each other. We do watch over each other. And what I would like to do is see if we can't play a little Genshin. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. And I want to see if I can go ahead and get my PlayStation 5 up and running. See if it works. But at the same time, I don't want to use the same cord as I did because they might have the same results. But on the other hand, so I'm going to be doing that. And it's going to be a little difficult because I've never lived on my own. I've been on my own. I've been on my own, but I have not lived on my own. I've been on trips, my vacation career, and my convention career, which I don't have any regrets over. The only regret is I didn't find someone and give my parents grandchildren. And I think I'm finding out why. And the thing is with why is I was looking for their kind of relationship. I'm going to do something while we're online. How about so anyway, I'm just gonna try different. I'm just gonna try different things, but also, as I said before, see if if I need to. My dad asked me if I could stay with him, come back tomorrow, and I'm going to do that. And I figured out that the road that I was on yesterday afternoon was the right road. I just had to go farther. But what I am going to try and do, is to what I am going to try and do is to see if maybe to see if well, anyway, I got some ideas. The best route so far is that I took today, and I didn't have to. But Sunrise to Madison to Fair Oaks, and there I did have to turn around. And if I went there, it'd be on the same side. So that's what I'm going to do. Today, I also took the Folsom route back home, and then the road that I used to take way back when, and they've changed it. And on one side, once you get to the road and then you get on the tunnel bus, on one side is Blue Ravine, on the other side, and I'm going to take that tomorrow or Monday, and that's Green Valley, which would be the back end of where I am, and then to to my brain just went dead there for a minute. Sorry about that. Oh, I'm not tired. I took the Folsom route to the freeway and then home. I think what I'm going to do tomorrow, rather than going to Hazel, Madison, and Fair Oaks, I'm going to take Sunrise, Fair Oaks, because they're right hand. And then when I come home, I'm going to take the Folsom route, since that's the easiest so far. And I'm doing pretty good. Otherwise, I'm a little concerned about my dad, but again, I can call them and see how he's doing in that. But I am planning to go down there. It's and then if I wanted to check out, let's say I want to go to one of the restaurants there, I just turn left on Madison, and then check those areas out. So, but I'm probably just going to be having an early lunch and then going down. It's supposed to be superbly hot next week, but we will see. And I'm also watching TV, so if you see me veer off, that's why. And if you're San Francisco Giants fans, I'm sorry they lost again, but if you're Tampa Bay fans, they won, but only by 1 point. So, I think they've got tomorrow. But otherwise, otherwise I'll be doing some things like the wash and some other things. I do have to open some windows before too long. But anyway, that's what the news is on here. And so what I'm going to do now is find okay. Oh, come on. No. There it is. If he makes it through the night, I'm going to be one happy individual. And no. Excuse me. And so that's basically what it is. And I usually don't stream on this on the night, but because my dad and I usually watch stuff, but because of certain kind of things, we'll just have to play it by ear. Okay, so let's do this one. And tomorrow we're going to do the same thing as I already started on the other one. So and don't worry if I start leaning back. You can only see this part. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is to check some things. And now that I've got some, what you call them? Oh, what do you call them? Pardon me. The next time we do it here, it's gonna be my birthday. Okay, let's see here.
Let's go find some treasure.
See what this quest is and then decide from there. Oh, leeway.
No one's joined me on an adventure in ages. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
Wait, the person drinking tea over there. Isn't that Yelan? Oh, looks like she's having some kind of tea party with friends. We're just in time. Aren't we gonna go say hi?
Well, Officer Edler, after all that work, I think we've got them this time. Might take a few days to wrap up things in the field. In the meantime, I think you've earned yourself a break.
Much appreciated, Miss Yelan. This case really took it out of me. 13 strongholds. One thieving weasel after another. We rounded up so many people, you almost start to hope a few were innocent, just to balance it out. I'm just glad we finally took down these crooks. Anyway, I'm gonna drop in on that old classmate of mine in Chaoying Village and reminisce about old times.
Don't forget to take some tea and dim sum back to your friends at the Maison Gardiennage.
Okay.
Oh, looks like Yelan's friend left. Paimon kinda wanted to meet her.
Ah, another pleasant surprise. Traveler, Paimon, take a seat. Excuse me, a pot of your finest Yunlai white tea if you would, and 2 more place settings.
How did she know Paimon likes to eat?
Now, judging by that expression, I assume you came over to ask about the 2 spies that were just watching us.
Ah! Spies? What spies? There were spies around here just now?
Oh, more than that, I'm sure. I bet they already sent someone to tail Officer Edler. Anything to foil our operation.
Oh, so you're tracking down some criminals? They've got some nerve spying on you like that. Pretty bold if you ask Paimon.
Well, those tend to be the kinds of cases that cross my desk. If I could leave it to someone else, I would. I could have been on vacation right now. Mora laundering. to the tune of 10 figures and counting.
Laundry? What does that have to do with Mora? And who are these figures? There are 10 of them?
In layman's terms, a certain merchant in Fontaine possesses a large amount of Mora obtained through illicit means. But it's easy to get caught when you're moving that kind of cash. So you cover your tracks, create a front to avoid detection, and what do you know? Your illegal Mora now looks completely legit. And this merchant's front of choice? Fine art and antique auctioneering. He buys goods from all over Tevat, brings them back to Fontaine, and rebrands them as pieces of fine art, driving up their price in the process. Then, when the items go to auction, he buys them up at their inflated price with his own illicit funds. And through this exchange, the proceeds he receives in return are clean. This process allows him to legitimize his illicit wealth. He even launders Mora for other criminals as well, a business which earned him the title, the Dark Financier.
Curiouser and curiouser, said Alice.
That's to be expected, I suppose. In Chenyu Vale, you can get your hands on exquisite antiques without breaking the bank. Tea sets, porcelain, jade, statues, all easily marketed as pieces of fine art. Liyue goods being used in illicit underground schemes poses a real threat to our trade standing in the long run. So, instead of getting to enjoy my long-awaited vacation in Fontaine, it's back to work for me.
Okay, Paimon thinks she gets it now. It's like moving Mora from one hand to the other. In other words, just disguising where it originally came from. But if you know what this merchant is up to, shouldn't it be pretty easy to catch him? You go to the auction, wait for him to appear, then nab him right as he goes to purchase his expensive piece of Liyue art.
Not a bad plan, Paimon. But there are too many loose ends. If you were the mastermind behind this whole scheme, would you really expose yourself as the face of the operation?
Oh, yeah. You wouldn't want to be seen doing the dirty work. You'd send someone else instead. Like, if Paimon was the bad guy, she'd send the Traveler. No, wait! Even if Paimon turned bad, the Traveler would never... Paimon would need, like, a group of minions or something. Oh, Paimon gets it now. Even if you track down the goods, if this dark financier guy isn't the one doing the buying at the auction, you won't catch him.
It's not just a matter of who's at the auction. You also have to source the goods, transport them back to Fontaine, get them to the auction house,